Someone once said that Broken Social Scene is the incubator of the Canadian indie scene. The incubator. I kind of like that. It conjures a cute image. It's a nice image. Babies in the hospital. In the early days, it wouldn't be uncommon to see plenty more than a dozen members on stage at any given time. There's been some familiar names passed through the doors through the years, like Feist, for example, Jason Collett, members of Stars, Metric, a lot of our favorites here on Radio 2 Drive. It was about a decade ago, I guess, that the first album came out, and now it's been, about a 5-year wait for the new one, and it's called Forgiveness Rock Record. It's a beautiful piece of work. One of the first records I've heard in a while that just completely knocked my socks off, got my heart rate up a little bit upon first listen. And it's a big day here at Radio 2 Drive because Broken Social Scene is here. Kevin Drew is standing right in front of me, and he's got a whole bunch of friends behind him. You want to just do quick intros of who we got in the house?
Of course. We've got Brendan Canning with us, Sam Goldberg, Justin Peroff, David French over here, Charles Spear and Andrew Whiteman, and the lovely Lisa Lobsinger.
It's great to have everybody here. You know what? I read the book. Ooh. You know about the book, right? Did you hear about that?
I heard about it.
Stuart Berman wrote a book. This book is broken. Is that? Am I remembering correctly?
You're remembering correctly. Titled by my brother, Cameron Drew.
Oh, is that so?
Mm-hmm.
So it brought a couple questions to mind.
Okay, I'm ready.
But here's where I'm going to go first. It seems that in the earliest days of maybe even before the band really started and when you were in school and so on, it almost came across as though you had a litmus test. If people liked Tortoise, they were okay with you.
It's true.
Do you like Tortoise? If you like Tortoise, you can be in the band. I mean, maybe not quite to that extent, but it really seems that going back, you were a big-time fan of Tortoise.
It's true, and that's how Charlie and I met, and that's kind of the first seed in this whole story.
Yeah. And now you've got this new album with the brains, John McEntire, from Tortoise, worked on this record, and you recorded, at least in part, in his studio in Chicago. I mean, were you pinching yourself? That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, you're actually giving me butterflies right now with how you phrased it. It was very exciting. Sometimes we'd forget we were making a record with him, and then he'd go and take a couple of steel drums and put them beside a snare and mic it down and get a speaker, and then we'd say, what the hell is he doing? And then Charlie would say, he's going John McEntire on us right now. So it was a lot of fun. It was one of those checklist moments.
What's notable about it, and what people have been remarking on quite a bit, is that I think a lot of people are seeing it as maybe the first time that the band has a little bit gone outside of the circle, and there was someone that wasn't actually a member of the band or the larger circle of friends who got involved. So tell me a little bit about that. How was that?
It was super refreshing, and it was a great change that happened at a time where we were ready to come back, and the people you see in the room here, we were ready to go in together to do this record. And we knew getting out of Toronto was going to be a very healthy thing, and having a whole new, fresh perspective.
The other thing I'm wondering about that experience is, did it ever feel uncomfortable? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, of course.
Oh, of course. He's very quiet.
Yes.
Very reserved.
Very quiet, soft-spoken man with 2 arms full of tattoos.
We were wondering at times. We were very self-conscious with certain songs, what he would think about them. Mm-hmm. You're almost a little aw shucks embarrassed when you'd be kicking into some tunes sometimes. But he embraced everything, and halfway through the recording, he very much came on board and put as much passion into it as we were. So it couldn't have worked out better.
Now, I also heard that going in to making this record, there were a whole lot of songs, a whole lot of ideas. In fact, I think I read somewhere a number was thrown out, 42, I think I heard.
That was the number.
And how do you pare that down to 14?
We finally, in the end process of mixing, got a board, and we wrote them all down. And you just kind of look at it every day, about 16 times a day. You just have to give it the time to come to you. And it very much came to us. When the record was decided what it was, everyone signed off on it.
Magic.
Yeah.
I would love to hear you play something from this new record. And I'll turn it loose. I'll dance right here in front of you.
We're into it.
What will you play for us from this great new record?
I think today we're going to play you a song called Texaco Bitches.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's upbeat. You can really bust a groove to this one.
Thank you very much. And big day here on Radio 2 Drive. We got Broken Social Scene in the studio performing for us live. What a thrill. Broken Social Scene performing Texaco Biatches for us from the new album, Forgiveness Rock Record, right here in the Radio 2 Drive studio. Thanks, everybody, for coming in.
Thanks for having us, Rich. Thanks, Rich.